Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be looking at how do you solve linear inequalities, similar to these problems that you see up on the screen. All right, your Ricasso Recap starts now. Here are the things you have to know before you start this lesson in 30 seconds. You should already know how to convert standard to slope-intercept form, so similar to this problem that you see up on the screen. If you do not know how to do this, I will link a refresher video in the description below. Please go watch that before you start this lesson. All right, new lesson starts now. Here we go. So here are 4 problems, and I have the work up on the screen. I'd like for you to pause the video and see if you can figure out, you solve these exactly the same way that you solve regular equations, but there's one extra rule or one little thing you have to remember. And so here's the work. Pause the video, look at these problems, and see if you can find the one extra step in each of these problems. Okay, now that you've had time to look at these problems, what I hope you noticed is that in this problem on the left and on this problem right here, both of the red ones, the inequality symbol has changed directions, right? It started off pointing to the left, ended pointing to the right. Started off pointing to the right, ended up pointing to the left. And here, these did not change, right? Pointing right, pointing right, pointing right, pointing right. So now the question is, what causes these to change direction, the inequality to change direction? Well, the one thing that you might have noticed is that in both of these problems, you had to divide by a negative number, okay? So here you're dividing by -1, here you're dividing by -7. And so the rule goes in inequalities, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, the inequality changes direction. Notice how in this problem, right, it doesn't change direction because you didn't multiply or divide by a negative. Same idea here, you didn't multiply or divide by negative. So one more time, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, change the inequality direction. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it is time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these 2 problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem here is the work. You should have gotten y is greater than 17x minus 14. You did have to change the direction there because you divided by a -1. And for the second problem, you did not have to change the direction. Hopefully we remembered you need to reduce the fractions. So you get to here, 20 over 18. 20 over 18 reduces to 10 over 9. All right, that is it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.